Hey guys, I'm back with another reaction. How's everybody doing? How's your mental health? How's your finances? What time is this? 9:30 in the morning. So I'm recording this now, Saturday. Um, yeah, so my last video, I was speaking about the whole what happened to Claudia and the Gabby and the situation. But more when I did my video, I was very careful on what I said. Because remember, I don't know, I'm not there. All the information that's been circulating has been hearsay. You know, people are saying RIP. Some of Claudia's friends are saying RIP, RIP, RIP. Bro, she's still in hospital fighting for her life and stuff. And I hope she pulls through. Because no one deserves that. Especially over an argument. She hasn't passed. And I think it's sickening. I think it's very sickening that, again, for clicks, views, and content, people have chosen to say, people want to be the first person to put a video out and say, yes, we broke it here. Now, I understand information, Chinese whispers, the game. Someone might be saying something, by the time it gets to you, it's a bag of nonsense. So that's very, very important. And that's one thing I think everyone should learn, we should all learn. Because Claudia's mom came out and said, my child has not passed on, has not transcended. My child is fighting for her life, and so on. So people have been getting onto Bouncer. People have been killing Bouncer, boy. The comments and the TikToks, wherever. It's 50-50, innit? Talk about, you're spreading misinformation and so on. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Bouncer is just reactions on YouTube. He's not a journalist. He doesn't works for an organization. You understand? So I understand going to his platform for information and so on and so on. People can get it wrong. People can get it wrong. I think people are confusing from when you're having a conversation with your friends at home, and a conversation you have to, how can I say this? When you're doing content, especially when you're doing reaction videos and so on, you have to do a bit of research. Not a bit, you have to do research. And Bouncer is a prominent name in this game now, especially when it comes to this YouTube stuff, the reaction stuff and whatever. So people do look for his content, for information, and so on and so on. But remember, Gabby was charged with attempted murder. She wasn't charged for murder. That's why in my video, I didn't understand why she's still being charged for attempted murder. That means she hasn't passed on. But it is what it is anyway, in my thing. But the thing is, it is what it is for me anyway. Like, sometimes information can be wrong. Cool. But when I'm seeing comments and clips from her actual friends saying RIP, RIP, like, are you guys not in contact with the family? Of course not. Only the close brethren, are contacted the family. She's probably thinking, why are these girls getting my daughter into this type of stuff? I'm not blaming the girls. I'm just saying what parents think. I told you don't hang around these girls. I told you don't hang around. You know that saying. You know? So let's get into this Bouncer clip. I think he talks about Claudia still being alive. Praises in that. You just got to be very careful, bruv. And we're real with you. You have to be very, very careful on what you put out. Very, very careful on what you say, your opinions. Because people use this word, but it's my opinion though. It's only my opinion. It's only my opinion. Yeah, but your opinion is broadcasted to many people. And it's not only to Bouncer, it's to a lot of people. It's on TikTok. That's when that girl was saying that nonsense. Was it Gabrielle's hairdresser? Talking about how, oh yeah, nah, that she didn't deserve it. But you know when it said, I hate when people say, I feel sorry for the family, but bro, that should have never happened. But Gabby was being rushed. But is there visual evidence of Claudia rushing Gabby? No. You know? And there's more information about some other girls that's now blocked her comments, so you can't even go on her comments because you know people tell stories in the comments. You can't even do that because she know what she did. Claudia was on that floor, and I saw that kick. But you know, so it's like, and again, people talking about how the men this and the men that, the men are not. No. Like I F with pound sterlings, like Doug in some podcast. But when they say, oh, all the men were filming, it wasn't only men filming, it was bystanders filming. Bystanders filming. Like, you guys always want guys to get in. Like, this is what pisses me off. Especially, I don't care for deluded people. You think every man should intervene in every situation. But at the same time, you don't show this same man, whatever, any type of courtesy, any type of like you have their well-being at the forefront. That's not a real man thing to do. That's not a real man thing to do. You're not a man. Don't tell me what a man should and shouldn't do. Women shouldn't be fighting each other over words, but you do. Men were stopping these women fighting. Oh, it wasn't enough. Oh, why is only the men filming? No, there's women filming as well. You know, I didn't see the clip, but people were talking about Lin May, talking about that was her. I didn't see the clip, so I can't respond to that. She said it was a tweet. Let me see. And I like Lin May as well. Hold on, before we get into the bouncer thing, just give me a second. Lin May. Sorry, guys. Okay, I found the clip. So this is what she said, yeah. Not condoning anything. I don't know what type of lifestyle anyone was living to lead up to that. But if I got rushed, dragged to the floor repeatedly, punched, kicked, hair dragged, despite me trying to leave, then I'll finally get in my car and someone from the group who just beat me up tried to stop me. I may drive. But the person that's in the anyway, fight or flight response in human nature is real, and she attempted fighting and it didn't work. Yes, I deserve to go to prison if it were me, but I wouldn't say someone is evil and calculated based on what I've seen in that video. Oh, okay. No one knows what they do in many sudden situations. Absolutely not justifying it, but you get kicked and punched. Let me know. You see, let me finish. Let me know what you're gonna do when you finally get in your car and you're blocked by the same people who rushed you. You may continue to fight if they can get access to you. Sad on all sides, especially as someone has lost their life. My opinion is purely based on what the footage shows. Okay, cool. That's see, okay, that I understand to a degree. But she could have gone straight. You know, she could have gone straight. I'm not using Gabrielle's past Snapchat post or talking about she's this, she did that. I'm not. That's none of my business. This is what happened then and there. Because I think she's been to other parties prior to that, after that post, and no situation happened. You know what I mean? So Bro, I don't know, man. It's just one of them things where people just gotta be focused, bro. Just stay away from when you feel that gut feeling, you know. I remember when I was younger anyway, and doing dumb stuff and going from block. Anyway, yeah, and we went to one block. Obviously, the block we didn't have the best relations that area, cool. But bro, I had the anxiety in my stomach. You know that oh man, this don't feel too good, man. This don't feel too good. This don't, it's not laughing matter, but that's what I'm just saying. People are getting onto Leah May for saying this, but remember what she said. I think people, and again, it's education as well. She's saying that if that would have happened to her, she sees someone that was trying to beat her up, I would have gone into madness. That's what she's saying. And she would have gone jail and done her time for that. That's what she's saying, guys. Relax. She's not saying she's gonna do it because and she justifies what Gabrielle's doing. No, what she's saying is in that situation, bro. You man, it's what it irritates me. You man talk about my man got rushed, came back and shut up the place. Oh, why do you do that? Oh, why do you do that? You just go home and take that L. Why do you come back and shoot up the shit? Shoot up this? Or why do you come back and nank? Why you come and stab? What are you doing? What are you talking about? The contradiction is ridiculous. You know, Liam May said as well. Oh, why? I with her, I have to make sure I quote everything, reference everything. So I'm not gonna say what she said about black man and beef and roads, this and that, wherever, road guys, until I have the clip here and there, and I'm not gonna research it. So I'm not gonna say it. And this is what I mean. If you don't know, don't speculate, just leave it. Anyway, let's get into this bouncer clip because this came out 2 days ago.
But I feel like we've got positive news, man. You get me? Because I feel like the whole world, and when I first reported on this, I got some misinformation, and obviously, see, when it comes to people's lives, you have to take accountability. It's not a joke. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, Claudia's mum has posted a message, and now a lot of you lot's probably seen it. Some of you lot probably haven't, and she's saying that Claudia's is she's still alive. She hasn't passed. Now look, this time, guys, obviously her friends, her close friends, was putting up on Snap that Claudia has passed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like as content creators, as like bouncers, like if best analogy I can use is, excuse me, bouncer got into a fight. Let's say I don't know wherever, and his man them are saying, "Yo, rest in peace, bouncer." Yeah, content creators like myself and so on gonna say, "Oh snap, rest in peace." You know what I mean? So like people make mistakes. I'm not here to people make mistakes.
Where the confusion happened or whatnot, but this is what Claudia's mum had to say. And look, before
Sorry, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that.
I even start, guys, it's so crazy, yeah, that someone is literally fighting for their life, yeah, and we have real, actual, evil, scumbag, disgusting people, bro, that is bantering and saying crazy, horrible things. It's like it's all fun and jokes until this happens to your mum or this happens to a close member.
Man, I think that's the problem. And I think that is one of the main problems is that people think, yeah, oh, it needs to happen to your mom, it needs to happen to you, this and that. What I'm saying is, let's just have not a love for human, not a love for everyone. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is human. Human. It's just human, bro. Obviously, you'll feel a deeper connection if it's your family member, friends, or mom. Don't get it twisted. You know? But when I see a child that's not mine suffering, it affects me like if it was my own child suffering. Because it's still a child. It's like I feel like everyone's so divided in this world. Sorry, go on, Mouse. Continue.
With your family, and then all of a sudden, them jokes that you were saying, you're not saying that no more. Because man seeing mad stuff, and in my head I'm thinking, bro, like, has everyone gone mad? Respectfully, have you actually gone mad? Like, no, all jokes aside, I understand, like, there's actually evil people with no, like, sense of morals. Like, something mad has happened, but people are writing mad stuff. Fam, you must have, that has to be MH, bro. You must have MH, bro, for you to even...
Sorry. Don't even get me started on this mental health tip. Don't even get me started on this mental health tip. And this might sound touching, whatever, cool. If your people are claiming mental health, what type of mental health do you have? Are you bipolar? Do you have schizophrenia? Do you have psychosis? Do you have some type of underlying... Yeah, because the reason why I'm saying that, because I know people, a lot of people, yeah, that's going through their own stuff mentally. It's not about me. If it's about me, then... Anyway, but people using the MH, mental health. What mental health do you have? Sorry. For you to be acting like this.
Huh? But anyway, let's get into this before, and obviously Claudia's mum gives an update on her condition. And it says, "My dear family and friends, I'm asking from the deepest place in my heart, please keep my beautiful daughter, Klaudia, in your prayers right now. She is my angel, my world, and my everything, and she needs all the love, strength, and healing we can send her. Please lift her up in your prayers for comfort, protection, and strength during this, my team, during this difficult time. Your love and support means more to me than words can express. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Klaudia, Claudia's mum." And there was another, obviously there was another post. There was another post that she put up. Let me look for it. And obviously, obviously one of her closest friends has put this up. You get me? The last few days has been such a wave of emotions, misinformation. The internet really isn't helping. Just have to keep praying for our beautiful Klaudia. There was another post that was put up. Do I have it? I'll have to look for it in my phone. But I think there was like a confusion from the post. I'll look for it. But guys, like, it's crazy. Like, people, like, someone's passed. And look, it's a topic. Everyone's going to talk about it. Some people are not going to talk about it. Some people are going to crash out and say, how can you talk about it? But, you know what I mean? It's a topic. This is, like, it's such a big topic. These things this has never happened before. So everyone's going to be in a state of shock. And this is what I mean with the UK, like, respectfully, UK, everyone wants to police people of how they should act or what they should say.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that a lot. I think you know it is. I think when I say the I think people say the UK, but I think it's a certain community. You know what I mean? That we get out of my business, but when it's your business, I want to talk about it. Crazy, innit?
I think people are always gonna have a different. They're always gonna have opinions that they're gonna voice. You get me? As long as, for me, there needs to be a level of respect. And it just says, I'm deeply upset by everything that's happened. There's been dishonesty, shifting narratives, and harmful sharing of information that's caused confusion amongst close friends. Let's keep Claudia in our thoughts and prayers during the difficult time. We pray for
Well, he
her
was the one that said
recovery.
RIP. He's the one I brought up and said
Obviously, we've seen going to Shea Borough. We've seen stuff, and it's easy to, obviously, like I said, I made that mistake. But listen, the good thing is that she's, you know what I mean, she's fighting, and we all pray, man, that she's in a better, that she, you know, she pulls through. This is one of the guys, obviously, at 2 p.m. in 2 hours, I have a segment about Riel, a video I don't think that no one's seen. Get me? And obviously, there's no justifying.
I've said that, but we go with she should be given bail because she could flee the country, and she's been known to reach out to people on social media. So there's all these factors. Anyway, so the judge said, okay, we're definitely going to remand her in custody. Claudia's not passed away, as far as I know. There's no evidence of that. I know the friends have said that, but we go with
evidence,
confirmation from police. Please like, follow, and share as well, please. Appreciate everyone who has done. I'm not going to bring it up on here. It is really, really shocking.
I didn't even know she was X Factor finalist. Crazy.
Deeply shocking. So if you've seen it, it is horrific. If you've seen it, whizzing past.
Yeah, we've seen all that already. It's quite short here. But yeah, man, just be careful what information you're spreading. Be careful who you're raving with. Be careful who you're talking to. Be careful who you even tell information to. Bro, the only person you can protect the best is yourself. So, like, follow, subscribe, do what you're doing, and there'll be more content.